time to remind yourself that it all starts inside yourself.
Wake up feeling stuck every day, then you gotta realize that it's all in your mindset. Read about that meditation, you go get around to it, you just haven't had the time yet. Yeah, I bet. Best thing that you could invest in is you. Could have the results or could have the excuse. Only one life, so take care of what you choose. And I ain't preaching, I'm just telling you the truth. Wake up.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Bombastik Broadcasting with Kat, Kim, and Sue.
And as you know, here at Bombastik Broadcasting, we like to highlight the people that are igniting the passion in their soul and living their life, you know, one big, beautiful step at a time. And we couldn't be happier today than to have Patrick DeFeo and his game right now. I mean, he's been speaking all over the place about this transformation that he's had and really the wellness around your three pillars that he's kind of created to talk about here, physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Is that right, Patrick?
100%.
Yeah, and as you said, you know, you had a problem yourself and you solved it by applying this to yourself, and now it helps so many people. So please take the floor, Patrick. We're so happy to have you.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for having me tonight. And I know you got a lot of people that want to come on, so I appreciate it. So I'm 52 years old at this point, and thank you. And back in 2004, I hurt my back. I was always an athlete, worked out, took very good care of myself. And I actually had an L5 compression herniated disc. And unfortunately back then, that's when they like to give you the pain pills. They put me on prednisone, Xanax, and Oxycontin for about 4 years of a cocktail. It made me feel depressed. And obviously when you take prednisone, you have to eat, and it just makes you feel miserable. Coming off that, they put me on Klonopin. And that's actually like almost a form of feeling of heroin at the time. So it puts you in a cloud feeling. And then one day, 2017, I fast forward a little bit. I'm a successful realtor, have been for a very long time. And I figured having a life worth living is a lot better if you have the body to go with it and not just the money. And so when I saw a picture of myself, I stood there. I was wearing a 60-inch pants. I was weighing 335 pounds at 5'6" tall. And I knew that wasn't me. And so I had to make a decision. And what I did was I figured out, what do I want from my life? I want to live. That's the emotional side of us, you know? And then I had to figure out, how am I going to do this? So I made a few phone calls to people I know that are in the industry. And I said, tell me the guideline that I need to follow to make this happen. And that's when I made the physical decision, right, to implement all three phases of this process. And what I did was I made a decision, I'm going to do this immediately. And I found out how to do the keto, taking in less than 20 carbohydrates per day. And I'm Italian. Hey, I was eating pizza, pasta, right? Bread.
That's rough.
All the staples of things that we would eat all the time. And I literally eliminated all that from my diet immediately. I made a life-changing decision. I ended up losing 60 pounds in just 51 days time frame.
Wow.
Yeah.
So did you fall off the rails, for want of a better expression, at any point in your 51 days?
Literally was strict every day. I didn't have a cheat meal for 4 years.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
And with an Italian family, I mean, did they disown you at any point through this process?
Well, this is where the whole pillar comes in, right? Mental. Okay. So unfortunately, the shift in my lifestyle cost me my marriage. She wasn't willing to take the journey with me. And I'm not going to talk foul about her. But what happened was my family was not doing the same thing. I had to mentally overcome them eating pizza still, chicken, wings, ordering Chinese food. And here I am having roast beef, some mayonnaise and cheese and bacon, and doing the things that it takes to be strict so I can become the guy I knew I wanted to be and to live that healthy lifestyle. Because to me, it was important to change just to be able to provide for my family, right? Because if I die, here goes everything. I can't put kids through college. I can't do things that are positive for my family. So I thought it was the best responsibility for me to be the best man I could be for my family first. And that was important no matter what.
Beautiful.
Sounds like a good plan.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have to say that.
And so how many pounds did you end up losing overall? Sorry, Kath.
That's all right.
Over a 10-month period, I lost 135 pounds. I literally went from a size 60-inch waist to a 29.
Wow, that's
no
amazing.
drugs, no surgery. Now, one of the hardest things isn't always just losing the weight. You know, one of the hardest things was once I did lose the weight, everybody said, enjoy the cake, have some pizza, celebrate. they bring that negative emotional part back into your life. And it's a reason why I actually have a Superman tattoo on my arm. And it's a reason for it. You need to know what your kryptonite is. To be able to protect yourself, right? You need to know that and surround yourself with the positive influences and people that are going to help you stay strong. And they're going to help keep that kryptonite away from you as well. So sometimes it's hard, but if you love yourself first, it's a lot easier for you to give back to other people. And the best way to love yourself is to treat yourself like a temple. And that's really what I did. Made myself as the man of steel, right? As you can.
Right.
And know where my kryptonite is. And that's the reason why I do the symbolization for that. I see it every day, and I know every day it reminds me to get up at 5 o'clock, go do my 4-mile walk, plan my day, and make sure I'm successful every single day. Because I'm grateful for every day I have in this world. Because if I didn't make that implementation, I probably wouldn't be here today.
Right, right.
Amen.
Wow. Can we see your tattoo, or is that rude?
Sure. I'll stand up for you here. See?
Oh, there you go. Right on.
Yep. And it's
Very
very
cool.
important.
Very cool.
It's very important to me. You know, I put it there on purpose. So it's a conversational piece for people. When they talk to me, when I'm talking to people about real estate, I always show them my before and after. I let them know the kind of guy they're hiring when they do for anything. I'm not a quitter. I didn't quit on me. So I sure as heck won't quit on you.
I like that.
I got to bring two things in because they're burning a hole in my tongue over here.
Okay.
So the first one, I just think if our viewers could just think about what your kryptonite is, because that was a real aha moment that you just said, Patrick, and I don't want that to pass us by because it's not something you need to fear, but it's something maybe you need to know, how to protect yourself or where to steer away from, right?
100% being self-aware of your surroundings and who you're with and where you're at are going to make a big difference. It's one of the reasons why when I tell people when they're ready to make a life change, I don't care if it's for their health, their career, or relationship, they need to be in a situation where they're not going to be influenced by negative outside sources, be it drugs, alcohol, negative people. You really need to be in a positive light so that you have clear direction of what you want. I still use a whiteboard every day. And I write down what I want to accomplish, things I want to do today. And not everything is done in a day. So when people go to lose weight, for argument's sake, and they want to do it, I never tell them to do it New Year's Day. I always have them do it at least a few months before. Because New Year's Day, you should be celebrating the new you, not starting the new you.
I love it. That's great.
Calendar.
That's great. Yeah. It's an October plan.
Absolutely. Well, here I'm going to give you some tidbits on what really works for people too, why they actually give up when they're trying to transform. They will cut out everything they love with food, right? They'll cut out the calories, the carbs, and everything. But the problem is they start working out right away. The best thing you could do is give your body 30 days to get used to the less carbs, less of calories. Let your body change its metabolism. You won't feel as tired. It'll take you a couple weeks to get used to it. But when I did my transformation, I stopped working out for 30 days to change my body. Then I started working out the 30 days later, had no fall off, felt great. Everything was amazing. And you don't get that quitting feeling. You know, so many people quit because they go 2 weeks, like, I'm exhausted. I'm going to work. I'm trying to work out. I'm not eating. And that's unnecessary. It's just that most people don't understand the process from the beginning to end. And they also need to be held accountable. Not everybody knows, hey, this is what I need to do. But that's why coaching is so important and hiring the right person to guide you and put you in the right position. It's really about accountability. The greatest athletes in the world all have a coach. Patrick Mahomes, best football player on earth, has a quarterback coach, right? And he has a head coach, an offensive coordinator, and he tries to get better. All of us need that in our lives. It's what helps keep us center and helps us keep more self-aware of what we're doing and where we want to be.
Right. Fair enough. Can you tell us a little more about your 3 pillars, Patrick?
Absolutely. The physical, the mental, and emotional. So here's what's so important. We can get really wrapped up in our emotions. So what I devised was the emotional part of it is I visualized what I wanted. Right? So when you visualize stuff or take a picture of something you want and you look at that every day, your emotions turn into happiness, right? Because you're not thinking about the negative anymore. You're picturing yourself in that new car you want or that sexy dress you want to wear again, right? And now you can use AI to make yourself look like that so you could figure it out before. It's important, right? Because I didn't have that. But I had clothes that I knew I fit in, and I used a picture of what I used to look like to motivate me every day. That's the emotional side of the platform, is creating the positive every day, because it is very hard if you need to lose 20, 30, 40, 50 pounds. If I went at that process that, oh my God, I got to lose 135 pounds, I never would have succeeded. It's about small emotional platforms every week. Lose 3 to 5 pounds. Doesn't matter. Hit your small goal so that once you hit the 30-day, 90-day, 120, you're emotionally supercharged. Nothing can stop you from going on and on and on. Now, once you have your emotional side cued and you know that, we're going to the mental side. Once you know what you want to achieve, you set your plan. This is now your plan of attack. This is what I'm going to do in the morning. This is what I'm going to eat. I'm going to meal prep. I'm going to follow these steps to be mentally prepared for every day. No matter what comes up, I'm prepared. I already have my food. I already know that I have everything I need for the day. I know what time I'm waking up. You can mentally prepare so that this way you're always mindset ready to go. There's no negative emotions, right? Because we know why we're doing that, because we're visualizing and seeing a picture. I actually kept a picture of myself on my phone of what I wanted to look like again. And I kept a picture of that on my desk. That is so important to see the end goal, because we give up sometimes. You know, we go, oh, why am I doing this? That's why. So once we did that, we had to do the physical. So what the physical part of it is, start small. We're not all going to be Olympians every day. As we get older, especially, we have injuries, we have problems. So when you start small and you start building up every day, and then you start seeing the results, and at the end of every week, your emotional level becomes more controlled, more powerful. Your mental focus is there, and the physical part of you is changing. You know, in 30 days, you know, you'll see the difference. In 60 days, they'll see the difference. And in 90 days, everyone will see the difference. And that's the difference. You know, it's not just the scale we're looking at all the time, too. It's the clothes that will fit better. It's a very emotional roller coaster for everybody. We know when you're wearing a 60-inch pants and then you're pulling up 29-inch jeans, let me tell you, the emotions that run through you are very strong.
For sure.
Fantastic.
That's amazing.
Now, one of the things I will tell you too, when you do lose weight and you're going to lose significant, or you want to keep your mind and body focused on it, you have to keep the kryptonite away. And that's the people like, let's go have some cocktails. Let's go have some pie tonight after dinner. You need to have some restraint yourself. You know, you need to tell them up front, I'm on a journey, and my life's journey is different than your journey. I want you to be a part of it. I need you to be supportive of it too. So if you're going to go out and do stuff, the after weight loss part of it is why so many people rebound and gain back more weight than they ever did before. And the best thing I can tell you to do that I did is I got rid of every piece of clothing. Okay. As I lost the weight, I donated them to charity. And you're always doing all the positive stuff to make sure you always stay on your goals. I feel whole again. And it was worth every part of it because my emotions are clear. I'm mentally focused on good things, starting coaching, making sure I can influence other people. Because the one thing I can tell you, your health is your wealth in this world. And if you don't have that, you're the brokest person I know.
Right. No kidding. No kidding.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Now, how many kgs is 3 pounds? Is that like
It's
a kg?
2.2 kgs.
So I mean, that's quite a lot of weight you were losing every week. I mean, that's...
Yes. And you know what's funny is I didn't starve myself. The ironic part is when I started, when I was 335, I was eating almost 3,000 calories a day.
Okay.
So what I did was nothing more than 20 carbs, but those carbs had to come from natural carbs, such as if I was having spinach or a cucumber or something of that nature. No fruits, no berries. I didn't have any of that stuff in the beginning. I really was strict. And here's why I was super strict in the beginning. I needed that emotional supercharge, right? We talked about that. I needed to see results. If you cheat in the beginning, and there's some really good keto treats you can have. So I don't want people to think, oh, well, I can't eat this, can't eat that. I have keto treats to this day, okay? They make great cookies. You can bake things, cheesecake, things of that nature. Because if you don't feel satisfied, right, and you don't feel emotionally connected to your body and what you want to achieve, your mental awareness just starts to drift. We want to make sure that we're staying focused because we all want to look good in that dress. We all want to look good in that suit and tie. You have to realize something. Every day you do something positive, your body mentally and emotionally shifts too, right? You know, when you create what you want and you create your own vision board, you know, you start small. It's okay to start small. You know, I eat more green vegetables and a lot more leaner meats and stuff now just because I feel better about it. But here's what happens when you're eating good, right? And you stop eating the pasta and you eat the spaghetti and the soda and all that, you feel better instantaneously. Within 72 hours, your body doesn't feel like it anymore. Sugar's the worst drug human beings ever created.
Yeah.
Right?
Man, it tastes good though.
Well, look, I haven't had any of that stuff in so long. So it's funny. My friends always tell me, "Oh, do you want to go back to New York?" I said, "No, why? I don't eat the food anymore." Right? All the pop.
All right. Oh, geez.
Now I embrace eating. I eat salmon 3-4 days a week. Great chicken, and I make my own chili with just vegetables, no beans and stuff. There's such an exciting world out there outside of worrying about what you're going to eat. Right? And the better your body feels, the better your mind is going to feel in connection to one another. And it's really going to put you in the most positive place you've ever been your whole life.
Patrick, you seem to have Superman willpower, but on the days where you don't do what you set out to do on your whiteboard, how do you kind of pick yourself up from there?
Well, remember, I have to have one good thing happen per day. So I try to make sure that happens early in the day, so that nothing else can interfere. I've accomplished my goal for that day, right? So it doesn't matter. I will text a whole bunch of people that I'm trying to help and influence in the world. And I'll send my good morning text to people. I'll do my emails. I'll go out and do my walk. Whatever I have to do. Even sometimes just waking up and play with my cats for about 20 minutes. Being a part of what's out there. One thing I stopped doing, I really don't watch the news much anymore. I'm really focused on, I watch other positive coaches and other stuff, what people are doing in this world. My life's amazing. We're the creators in our own head of what we want to live in the reality. Right. It drives me crazy when people talk about how much they have to watch this next streaming thing that's going on instead of getting out and enjoying what life has to offer. If you're going to do that, take your tablet and go do it at the gym or go do it outside. Walk while you're doing it. Bring something positive. That could be a positive thing. Hey, if you want to binge watch something, bring your tablet. Go on a 4-mile walk and watch 3 episodes. Not only are you going to help yourself, but you're getting two things at one time, right?
Right. That's great.
That's right.
Well,
tell us about your.
Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, tell us about your coaching. But if you had something else, go ahead.
Yeah, no. So we're just launching everything at this time, and right now we're launching it off of our Instagram, which is at Patrick Keto King. The key part of what we're doing is we want to make everybody healthy. And so that's why I love cooking. I love to do it. One of the best things you could do with your spouse, right? Or the person you care about when you start dating, start cooking with them. There's nothing more sensual than showing each other, hey, we're going to eat this, we're going to do this, and talk about the positive things right then and there while you're doing it. Isn't this great? We're helping each other live longer. If you love that person and you love yourself, don't you want to give yourself the best, longest life you can, the best quality of life? I live in Florida. People retire here. It's heartbreaking when I see they can't even walk around. They work 30 years. They've been married 40 years. They come here and they can barely get around without a scooter. It breaks my heart when I see that.
Ooh. Totally.
So that's why what we're doing, we're going to be launching the whole coaching platform and everything. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it froze up a little bit, but it really is such a positive complete lifestyle shift that you're talking about.
And that's what sets you up for your success. It's the emotional side. Why am I doing this? Why am I going to go to the grocery store? Hey, I don't care if you have to have the food dropped off at your house, right? If you don't have time, you're working, have it delivered to the house. Most grocery stores around the whole country deliver. But buy the good stuff. We bring in the garbage to our house, the cookies, the cakes, and all the other stuff, right? The sugary drinks. We bring that in. I don't have any of that in my house. So for me, there's no temptation of that. I had to do that, right? I had to be very strict because I wanted this. And I got to tell you, I'm the happiest I've been ever. I mean, I'm an everyday guy, right? But I know the process that can work for every single person. It's not expensive to do the process. See? They agree.
They agree. 100%.
Dogs always
They're all
win.
over it.
It's all good.
That's right.
I'll feel sad if we don't bring this part to the light, because I think this is very passionate and very purposeful. And you said it early on in the broadcast today. Your why, because sometimes these challenges are big, hairy challenges for the individual, right? And it starts with that small step. But what you said right away was, if I don't do this, I won't be there for my kids. I won't be there for myself. I'll be stuck in this place where I am. But I really heard that you put value around. Do you believe that putting values on that goal makes it that much more substantial?
Well, yeah, because that's our emotional part of it, right? Why are we doing this today? Why are we going to give up the things that we like? And you're doing it for the people you love, right?
Yeah.
So when people tell me I love pizza and I love pasta, I love ice cream, no, you don't. You love your mom, you love your kids, you love your man, right? You can't put food and inanimate objects on the same pedestal as the people you love.
That's true.
That's a very good point. Okay, fair enough. Sorry, so you're just sort of launching a coaching business.
I am at this time. I've perfected how to help people get where they need to be. It's the small step routine. People get overwhelmed and they feel like, oh, the coach is going to be hard on me. It's not about being hard on you. It's about making you accountable. So you're responsible for making yourself as strong as you can for as long as you can for the people that you care about. And that's what's so important to me. If everybody did that, everybody else would be a lot happier, right? We wouldn't see McDonald's lines wrapped around the buildings twofold, right? They'd all be home eating dinner together.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, you are based in Florida, is that correct?
I am. I'm in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Okay. And so you can do this online with people?
And they can reach out to me. I'd be happy to give you my email address for that as well. It's contact and then my last name, DeFeo, DEFEO, @gmail.com. And if people want to sign up, they can send me an email. And then we are setting up the whole coaching platform for everybody. But if they come in now, especially, we'll onboard them and we'll start them for free right now. Because we're trying to help 5 people immediately. We're going to help them for free for the first 30 days.
Okay.
That's fantastic. What a great move.
And I will tell you this, ladies, because you've had me on first. I'd be happy to come back whenever you want. And if we get the people that want to come on and do the case studies, we'll do before and afters. And we'll show what kind of a powerful platform you're actually helping people with by hosting these type of podcasts. You know, people don't understand the value that you bring to the world by helping other human beings. And that's what's so important.
Love that.
Sure.
I really appreciate what you're doing. You know, or the other coaches we've had on have been tremendous as well. When you find the right coach, you can work on yourself without feeling selfish.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you, the best word you can ever learn, if you don't use it, is the word no.
Yes.
It's okay to say no. Right? But it's okay to say no, because for us, it's the most powerful word, no. Why? Because it's not good for me. And it's okay to be self-aware and use the word no. There's certain things that they should do to help empower themselves, right? Because that's what will actually create their future for themselves. You guys look so happy. This is good.
We are. We're having a blast.
Awesome. I'm glad you guys are having a good time.
And I'm like oozing sickness, and they're like, "Get away from it."
Oh, that's all right.
We have her in our room because she's got gems.
We should probably come full circle, right?
Yes. So here at Bombastik Broadcasting, we like to say that a rising tide lifts all boats. So, Patrick, apart from sharing all of your links at the bottom of this podcast, is there anything else we can help to float you on your journey?
Well, look, I appreciate it. Having open conversations about a lot of stuff. Food and emotions are linked together. No matter what people think, it's truly linked together. What you put in your body changes how you think during the day. So it will change the way you psychologically think too, what you put in your body. And that's what's so important about everything.
So you're not old, you're just not eating right.
Thank you for being on our podcast today.
You're welcome. I appreciate being a guest
wonderful
with
meeting you.
Thank you very much.
Musical chairs.
I hope we do it again soon, ladies. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, that's it from Bombastik Broadcasting. Be fabulous, be fun, and most of all, be fearless.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. So much more in this world that you can do. Wake up. Every little thing in this life that you're going through don't mean a thing. Wake up. You keep shining. Folks said that the reason that the world fucked up is cause everybody lazy. Positivity is corny to them, but they still gon' complain about the bad going on, shit crazy. So I just had to drop a little project. I don't know what the object is, but this feels good. If you too hood for the good vibe, sorry I ain't got nothing for you, why should I?
You shouldn't. We out here doing the things that y'all wouldn't. Life could be a sweet ride, proof is in the pudding. These guys with the weak vibes, I'll show them where to put it. Down bad, I was looking for the answer. Mind all mad, taking over like a cancer. Canceled the sub plans, came from up above. Told me everything but doing, showing love, and I gotta
wake up. So much more in this world that you can do. Wake up. Every little thing in this life that you're going through don't mean a thing. Wake up. You keep shining. You keep grinding. Wake up. All is aligning. All you gotta do. Wake up.
I've been getting so high, head up in the clouds. I don't ever wanna come down, but I gotta
wake up.
Ain't enough time to be down. Bust a smile, cause it's yet another day that I'm allowed to
wake up.
Feeling blessed to be alive, man. Not long till we thriving. Take the time to remind yourself that it all starts inside yourself. Most.
Wake up feeling stuck every day, then you gotta realize that it's all in your mindset. Read about that meditation, you go get around to it, you just haven't had the time. Yeah, I bet. Best thing that you could invest in is you. Could have the results or could have the excuse. Only one life, so take care of what you choose. And I ain't preaching, I'm just telling you the truth. Wake up. So much more in this world that you can do. Wake up. Every little thing in this life that you're going through don't mean a thing. Wake up. You keep shining. You keep grinding.